Throughout history, wars have been won not only through brute force, but through clever and strategic thinking. Behind every decisive battle lies a strategy that tipped the scales, turning the tide of history. Today we'll explore some of the greatest military strategies ever conceived, plans that outsmarted, outmaneuvered, and outlasted their opponents. We begin with the Trojan horse, one of the most famous examples of cunning in warfare. During the Trojan War, the Greeks were unable to breach the fortified city of Troy after a decade of fighting. Then came a stroke of genius. The Greeks constructed a giant wooden horse, hiding soldiers inside, and left it as a supposed gift. The Trojans brought the horse into their city, unaware of the trap. That night, Greek soldiers emerged, opened the gates for their army, and Troy fell. This timeless tale demonstrates the power of deception in military strategy. Fast forward to 216 BCE and the Battle of Cannae during the Second Punic War. Carthaginian General Hannibal executed a brilliant maneuver against the Roman army, which outnumbered his forces nearly 2-1. By positioning his weaker troops in the center and his strongest on the flanks, Hannibal allowed the Romans to push into the middle of his formation. As they advanced, his flanks closed in, surrounding and annihilating the Roman army. Hannibal's strategy at Cannae is still studied in military academies as a masterpiece of encirclement tactics. The strategy of scorched earth, though devastating, has been used effectively throughout history. One of its most notable applications was during Napoleon's invasion of Russia in 1812. As the French army advanced, the Russians retreated, burning crops, villages, and resources along the way. This left Napoleon's forces without supplies, forcing them to endure the harsh Russian winter. By the time they retreated, the once mighty French army was decimated. The strategy highlighted the importance of logistics and the value of denying resources to the enemy. Next, we turn to the Blitzkrieg, or Lightning War, a revolutionary strategy employed by Germany during World War II. Blitzkrieg focused on speed, surprise, and overwhelming force. Tanks, aircraft, and infantry worked in coordinated attacks to quickly penetrate enemy lines and sow chaos. This strategy allowed Germany to conquer Poland, France, and much of Europe in record time. Though its effectiveness waned as the war progressed, Blitzkrieg demonstrated the impact of rapid and coordinated action. The art of guerrilla warfare has also shaped military history. This unconventional approach relies on small, mobile forces using hit-and-run tactics to wear down larger, more traditional armies. Leaders like Mao Zedong, Che Guevara, and Ho Chi Minh used guerrilla tactics to fight against powerful adversaries. In Vietnam, for example, the Viet Cong utilized their knowledge of the terrain and ambush tactics to frustrate and exhaust American forces, showcasing the power of asymmetrical warfare. One of the most intriguing strategies in history is Sun Tzu's emphasis on psychological warfare, outlined in The Art of War. Sun Tzu argued that the best way to win a battle is to avoid fighting altogether by outthinking and outmaneuvering the enemy. His principles, such as appear weak when you are strong and strong when you are weak, emphasize deception, preparation, and adaptability. These ideas have transcended time, influencing not only military leaders, but also politicians and business strategists. During the Cold War, the concept of mutually assured destruction, MAD, became a chilling yet effective strategy. Both the United States and the Soviet Union amassed vast arsenals of nuclear weapons, ensuring that any attack would lead to total annihilation on both sides. While it may not be a traditional battlefield strategy, MAD maintained a precarious peace for decades, highlighting the terrifying balance of power in the nuclear age. Finally, we look at the use of misinformation and propaganda as a strategic tool. During World War II, Operation Bodyguard was a masterstroke of deception that ensured the success of the D-Day invasion. The Allies used fake radio transmissions, inflatable tanks, and double agents to convince the Germans that the invasion would occur at Pas-de-Calais instead of Normandy. This misdirection divided German forces and contributed to the Allies' victory in Europe. These strategies, diverse in their methods and outcomes, underscore the creativity and ingenuity of military minds throughout history. They remind us that the battlefield is as much a contest of wits as it is of weapons. Which of these strategies do you think was the most brilliant? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating world of history and strategy.